Sir Arthur Conan Doyle was a British writer best known for his creation of the fictional detective Sherlock Holmes. He was born on May 22, 1859, in Edinburgh, Scotland, to a wealthy family. His father, Charles Doyle, was an artist and a civil servant, and his mother, Mary, was passionate about storytelling and poetry. Doyle attended the Jesuit-run Stonyhurst College in Lancashire, where he was introduced to the works of Edgar Allan Poe and other writers of mystery and horror. After completing his education, he studied medicine at the University of Edinburgh, where he developed a keen interest in spiritualism and the paranormal. He was also a talented athlete, particularly interested in cricket and boxing. After completing his medical degree, Doyle worked as a doctor in several locations, including a medical office in Southsea, England. During this time, he began writing stories and articles for various publications, but found little success in his medical practice. In 1887, he published the first Sherlock Holmes story, A Study in Scarlet, which became an instant success. Holmes quickly became one of the most beloved and enduring characters in English literature, and Doyle went on to write more than 50 stories featuring the detective. Despite his success as a writer, Doyle continued to practice medicine, working as a ship's doctor and volunteering as a medic during the Boer War. He also served as a medical officer during World War I. In addition to his writing and medical work, Doyle was a passionate advocate for causes such as criminal justice reform and spiritualism. He was a member of the Society for Psychical Research and believed in the possibility of communication with the dead. Doyle's personal life was marked by tragedy. His first wife, Louise, died in 1906, after a long illness. Doyle later married Jean Leckie, who became a staunch supporter of his spiritualist beliefs. The couple had 2 children, but their son Kingsley died in World War I, which deeply affected Doyle. Doyle's interest in spiritualism and the paranormal grew throughout his life, and he became convinced that communication with the dead was possible. He participated in numerous seances and even wrote several books on the subject. In addition to his Sherlock Holmes stories, Doyle wrote historical novels, science fiction, and non-fiction works. He was particularly interested in history, and wrote a 3-volume history of the Boer War, in which he had served. Doyle was knighted in 1902 for his work as a writer and his service to the country. However, he became disillusioned with the Sherlock Holmes character and tried to kill him off in the story The Final Problem in 1893. Public outcry led Doyle to bring Holmes back in later stories. Doyle's final years were marked by ill health and financial difficulties. He suffered from angina and other health problems, and had to sell the rights to his Sherlock Holmes stories in order to make ends meet. He died on July 7, 1930, at the age of 71. Despite his difficulties, Doyle remained an important figure in English literature and popular culture. His creation, Sherlock Holmes, continues to be one of the most enduring and beloved characters in fiction, inspiring countless adaptations, spin-offs, and imitations. Doyle's legacy extends beyond his writing, however. His work as a doctor and his advocacy for causes such as criminal justice reform and spiritualism continue to inspire and influence people today. Doyle's belief in the possibility of communication with the dead, though controversial, also helped to pave the way for the modern spiritualist movement.